And so in this video, I'm going to go over how you can use ChatGPT to help you create a study guide. So in my previous video, I went over how you can use index cards in order to study the definitions in your textbook. And so on one side of the index card, you write the word, and on the other side of the index card, you write the definition. Then after you write out all of your index cards that you can use anywhere, you can then type in those same words into ChatGPT. So here I typed in, it took me about 20 minutes to type in all of the different words that from that chapter, that AI chapter. The name of the textbook is AI Speak Database Systems. So I typed out all of the words: attributes, educational data, data set, data traces, derived data, metadata, general data protection regulation, data subject, personal data, right to access, right to erasure, right to explanation, Digital Service Act, EU-US Privacy Shield, and machine learning. So these were the 15 set of words that I needed to learn for that chapter. So I typed out each word in each chapter, each word and each definition into ChatGPT. Then I asked ChatGPT to write a quiz about these words. And so ChatGPT then obliged. What is the term for a data that describes other data? And the answer to that is A, metadata. And so it does so if you're a teacher, you can use ChatGPT to create a quiz. All right, so I just write create a quiz based on these words. And then it created a quiz so that you could test yourself on whether or not you are really good at knowing your what the words mean. Then you can ask ChatGPT for for definitions of those words in easy to understand English. So that I mentioned at the end of the last video, in which I said, explain how the word metadata in easy to understand English as if I'm a high school student. So that was the prompt. And then I got these results, okay? Because I put into the prompt, explain these words in easy to understand English. And then I cut and paste all of the words into the prompt, and then I got these definitions. And so the first time I read derived data, I didn't understand what it meant when when the textbook said that derived data is new data created by calculating or analyzing other data. So that was my original definition. And so afterwards, I asked ChatGPT, explain this word in easy to understand English as if I'm a second grader or as if I'm a high school student, and then explain this word as it relates to my life because I'm a teacher. And so here it gives an example. It says that derived data is new data created by calculating or analyzing other data. For example, your average grade is derived from all your individual test scores. Then I understood. Oh, I see. So if I got a quiz B, a quiz with an A, 3 quizzes with an A, and that was all the tests I had in the class, then that means I would get an A. If I got 3 quizzes and all I had were B's, then my grade would be a B. So the derived data are the grades that I got from my quizzes. Metadata. Think of metadata as the labels on a file. It doesn't tell you the content inside, but it tells you about the content, like who created it and when. Oh, okay, so I can understand the labels on a file. So if I have a file cabinet and I label all my folders, okay, that's metadata. Oh, now I know. So that's the great thing about ChatGPT, is now I know what derived data is. Now I know what metadata is. It's just a label of what the file is. And then what is a data subject? This is the person the data is about. In the case of school data, this could be you or the student. So therefore, if I got a great report card about John Smith, that's a data subject. Personal data, any information that's linked to you specifically, like your student ID or your home address. And so here, ChatGPT easily gives you examples so that relates to your life, so that you understand what personal data means. You understand what metadata is. You understand what derived data is. And then the reason why I'm studying all these different kinds of data is because I'm trying to learn about artificial intelligence and all of the different kinds of data that artificial intelligence uses in order to create the output that you see here. And then so basically all you do is you put in the definitions, okay, into ChatGPT, and then you ask ChatGPT to explain all of the definitions in easier to understand English, and then this is the result. All right, and so this ends this video on how you can use ChatGPT to explain to you all of the difficult words that you see in your chemistry textbook, in your biology textbook, and in your English textbook. So that's it for this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me at any time. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the Professor H Writing channel.